Dying in a video game is no joy, but when you do it heroically, the embarrassment is a little easier to bear. However, there are situations when you simply cannot put your head in the game and fail miserably to the amusement of your teammates who will boast about it for ages. Because some ways of dying are more embarrassing than others, we decided to put together a list of the worst methods of losing your life in a video game. Getting killed by an enemy that has a lower level than yours usually happens in massive multiplayer online games, where everybody can be witness to your embarrassing demise. Even though you've mastered the OP talents and equipped yourself with the best legendary gear, sometimes you'll get ambushed while having an almost empty health bar and all of your skills on cooldown. This is when you'll most certainly get killed by a lower tier opponent, making you feel like the worst noob ever. Impalement is one of the possible ways of dying you'll unfortunately get to experience while playing Tomb Raider. This method of getting your life ended is not only visually gruesome, but it also makes you feel embarrassed of the stupid way that you fell to your stupid death. In Tomb Raider, you sometimes get washed downstream by a river, and if you're not a quick swimmer, you'll meet your end in a very unfashionable way, via impalement. Every FPS player knows that cooking a grenade takes great skill and preparation, and when you do it, well, it's the best feeling in the world. But when you miss throwing it even by a fraction, you'll be the one who's getting toasted. Among all the other ridiculous ways of getting yourself killed in a video game, overcooking a grenade takes a special spot, being one of the least honourable ways of dying on the virtual battlefield. You can be the toughest gangster that ever roamed the streets of GTA, but when a belligerent civilian decides he's fed up with your law-breaking shenanigans, he will hit you with his car without any remorse. What's even worse is when you do nothing out of the ordinary and someone still wants to run you over, showing that karma really works in a mysterious way. Anyway, what's surely true is that the wasted screen never looked more annoying than when you die by the hands of an NPC-induced cause. What should be a moment of joy can turn into a quick rage-quit scenario due to immense embarrassment and frustration. Receiving a care package full of ammo is Call of Duty's way of rewarding skilled players who go on successful killing streaks. But when such a gift falls from the sky directly onto your head, you'll find out what an awkward death looks like. To make it even worse, you get to actually see the shaming moment where the game shows you in the kill cam. In some FPS games such as Quake, Team Fortress or Doom, if you happen to spawn at a portal while someone else is there, it's highly possible to turn them into a massive splat of blood. This mechanic is known as TELEFRAGGED, and it was introduced to avoid the paradox where two characters would occupy the same physical space. Now imagine that you are the one who got telefragged. Not such a glorifying way of dying, is it? As inoffensive as chickens might seem, they are in fact soulless creatures that could peck you to death if you were to fall victim to their wrath. This is not just a theory, and as you can see from this Guild Wars 2 gameplay video, an innocent player was ambushed by a flock of enraged winged beasts that ultimately were his demise. No matter how seasoned of a warrior you think you are, remember to never mess with the chickens from Guild Wars 2. In Mass Effect, you are free to romance all kinds of characters, some attempts being successful, while others not so much, and the instance we are going to talk about sadly falls into the second category. After having an exciting sweet talk with Morinth, Shepard might think that things are going pretty smoothly, getting to second base with her becoming a certainty. Well, not so much, because Morinth is Ardat Yakshi, who exactly like an alien succubus absorbs the life force from her lovers and leaves them totally dead. Fishing in Resident Evil 4 is not such a good idea, because even though the small and apparently insignificant fish that you can see on the surface might look inoffensive, you'll find out that they have a mutated sibling that's going to swallow you whole. So besides the monstrous enemies that you have to fend off and kill at every corner, now you'll have to be careful to not upset the fish, because otherwise you're going to be sleeping with them. Falling to your death is one of the most embarrassing moments in video gaming history, because it shows just how unskilled you can sometimes be. In games such as Assassin's Creed, it's pretty easy to fall down the first time you try your parkouring skills on buildings, but this particular situation from Left 4 Dead 2 really steals the show. When a player tries to help his mate who is hanging from a ledge, he is ambushed by a zombie and pushed over in a hilarious yet sad leap of fail. This was our list highlighting some of the most embarrassing ways to die in video games, and we hope you've enjoyed our video. If you did, please press that like button, as we do appreciate it and it helps us immensely. We often ask our audience for suggestions to compile these lists, and if you'd like to contribute, please follow Frag Hero on Facebook. If you've experienced death in a more awkward way, be sure to tell us in the comments below, because we do try to read pretty much everything. Now would also be a great time to encourage you to subscribe, because we upload new stuff all of the time, so subscribing will keep you up to date with all of our latest videos. You can also check out fraghero.com for more gaming related articles, but until next time, thanks for watching and have a great day.